Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Alright, next up we got Gerald GM3 Meershaert taking on Brad Tavares in a fight that feels like the UFC matchmaking team said, hey, what if we just made a grown man chess match but with blood? GM3, the veteran submission artist who somehow pulls off finishes without being fast or explosive, is looking to prove that jiu-jitsu and vibes still work in 2025. Tavares, the perennial gatekeeper with concrete hips and a decision machine brain, is aiming to keep his place as the guy you have to beat to be taken seriously. Both guys are experienced, both are tough, and honestly, I'm game for this one. Let's dive in. Gerald, GM3, Meershaert comes in a plus 220 underdog with a record of 37-18. Listen, GM3 is that guy who walks into a bar looking like a substitute math teacher and walks out with 3 bonuses and a black eye. He's got 29 submission wins, and the man has turned grappling technician with the body of a tax accountant into a full-time job. He's got a black belt in BJJ and another one in Roufusport kickboxing. Now, does he strike like a world-class kickboxer? Not really, but he does land, and when he lands, it's usually part of a trap to get you to shoot or panic. Because once it hits the mat, it's Meershaert's world. He wraps up necks, backs, and arms like he's looking for a lost wallet. He's not powerful, he's not fast, but he's efficient in the weirdest, most beautiful way. It's like watching an old truck somehow win a NASCAR race because it just never dies. He's 2-5 in his last 7, but when he wins, it's by finish. Only 2 decision wins in his entire career. That's not a stat, that's a lifestyle. He's also been stopped a bunch, but he's never going down easy. GM3 is the classic spoiler, and if you take him lightly, you're waking up in a guillotine wondering how you got there. Brad Tavares comes in a minus 185 favorite with a record of 20-10. Brad Tavares is what happens when you max out your grind stat and forget to assign points to flash. He's well-rounded, experienced, and durable, but finishing fights just isn't his thing. 5 KOs, 2 subs, and 13 decision wins. That's a resume built on cardio control and saying no to risky business. He's got 80% takedown defense, which is basically the brick wall GM3 will be trying to climb for 15 minutes. Tavares doesn't get taken down often, and even when he does, he doesn't stay there. He's slippery like a bar of soap in prison. On the feet, he's clean and calculated. He doesn't throw wild heat, but he's efficient with his combos and manages distance really well. He's not going to blow the roof off the place, but he will jab you into a decision and walk away with barely a scratch. Cardio edge? Tavares all day. He doesn't fade, and he keeps a steady pace that wears guys down over time. At 3-4 in his last 7, he's had a few tough outings, but he's only lost to really solid opponents. Against someone like GM3, who tends to fade when the takedown isn't there, this is the kind of matchup Brad thrives in. So, who wins? This one comes down to a very simple question. Can Gerald get it to the ground? Because if he can't, this is Tavares' fight. Brad's takedown defense is elite, and he's exactly the kind of guy who makes GM3 look lost if the grappling never materializes. On the feet, Tavares is cleaner, quicker, and way more consistent. And even if GM3 lands something weird, Brad's not the type to panic and give up his neck. But if Gerald does get a takedown, even just one, we're talking danger levels rising like someone just turned the lights down in a horror movie. One scramble, one mistake, one arm too far across the body. It's Tap City. Still, you gotta go with the numbers here. Tavares is built to win decisions, and GM3 is allergic to them. The longer this goes, the better it gets for Brad. And with that 80% takedown defense, I like his odds of keeping it standing and dragging this into the grind zone. Official pick Brad Tavares. Give me the decision machine over the submission magician. Tavares has the cardio, the defensive grappling, and the experience to neutralize GM3's attack and cruise to a clean, low-drama decision. GM3 might make it sketchy early, but over 3 rounds I expect Brad to jab, sprawl, and outpoint his way to a win, just like he's done a dozen times before. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.